Hello my friends and welcome to Morning Delight. Every Tuesday through Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, I'm on here just sharing some makeup stuff and chatting it up basically. So you can come hang out with me, maybe do your makeup along with me, and we can teach each other some things. That's the idea. So today I'm really excited to do kind of an old Hollywood style makeup. And even though it sounds real glamorous, it's so easy. So it's a timeless, classy look that you can do in no time. And it's actually pretty simple. So I'm really excited to show you that. And then we're gonna talk about the question, are you a good guy or a bad guy? And so let's just get going. I'm gonna start with some setting spray like I always do. And let's pin this back so it's not getting in the way today. There we go. Okay. The makeup that I'm gonna be using throughout this little delightful video is called Mascara 3D Foundation. It's a really unique makeup line that really simplifies your beauty routine, changes it up a bit to give you the most glamorous finish in the least amount of time. So I'm going to show you the colors as I go along, but just so you're aware, you build your own custom palette. So you buy things separately, and they're really affordably priced, and then they pop into the palette with a magnet. And so I've built my own little custom classic Hollywood palette today, and I will show you. Okay, and then all the brushes are also double-ended so for convenience, so that you don't spend as much time rummaging in your drawer for the next thing. And you can see that you save a lot of time unscrewing this and looking for this eyeshadow by just having it all in one place. Okay. I'm going to take this brush. It's called the Buffy, and we're just going to go ahead and do foundation first today. I thought that might be kind of a fun change up. I'm going to put a light bit of this color called Sandy on my eyelids. That's just going to be like a primer for my eyeshadow. And then we're going to come in underneath each eye with the Sandy. You can see this works just like real life Photoshop, just smoothing out the uneven tones, but I'm not putting hardly any makeup on my face. It feels so light and fresh. Kind of working from the inside, the center of my face outward. So who's watching? Say hi. It's not telling me who's on. Tell me who you are and where you're watching from if you can. I love to see that. Makes me feel like I'm not talking to myself. Okay, and then you can see at my nose tends to get pretty red, so I'm just going to sweep this over that gently. And then from between the brows, I'm worked out from the center. Just the tiniest bit of makeup goes a long way and kind of just bringing out your natural beauty. Okay, now I'm going to use a little contour. So this is my contour. It's called Olive, and it has coverage as well. So I didn't even put foundation over here. This color is my foundation. So it's doing two things at once. It's giving me a chiselable kind of a contouring power where I can show off my cheekbones, and it's also giving me some coverage so I don't have to layer lots of makeup on top of each other. And it's so easy to work with. I don't know if you've tried contouring before, but with a lot of products, once you set the color down, it's hard to work with and make sure you have that perfect chisel. This one is not. You just work with it, and it'll blend really nice. Morning, Jackie. It's a rainy, cold in Idaho. We had a rainy day here in Utah yesterday. I wonder if the storm's moved up that way, or if it's just one big one. Hey, Darlie and Sam. The names are popping up now. Okay, so I framed my face with the darker color, this olive color, and now I'm just, that was in my hairline. Now I'm just going on my jawline, and that just kind of refines that feminine line for me, and I can sweep it down my neck so nobody sees. Okay, from Kentucky, Sam. Awesome. And Regina, hello. Okay. So now, doesn't this do a weird thing? I just like not dealing with the hair in the way, but I don't want to look so weird. Okay, now let's do a little blush. This blush is aptly named for our look today. It's called Hollywood. We're gonna put that right in the apple of the cheek and just sweep just a tiny bit up towards the temple, and that just gives a little vitality to the face and also kind of almost kind of camouflages that contour that we just put there. It's still allowed to do its job by making us look slimmer or more chiseled out, but it's not obvious at all. Okay, I'm gonna take my perfector sponge and blend things out. You can see how just in a couple minutes my face is just coming to life. Taking away the distractions and just showing off what the best parts are, and I love that. Okay, now I'm gonna use my Buffy brush again and just brighten a little bit more underneath my eyes. Make a triangle coming out to that, that pretty cheekbone. Kind of use that as a guide for how big your triangle should be. You always want to be showcasing that pretty bone there. And then right in the center of the chin and between the brows. And then I like to take it just to get a teeny bit on my finger and sweep it. Oh, I'm getting a little crazy. Try to put it right in the middle and then sweep it really straight and fine right down the center of my nose. And I do better with that some days than others. Then I'll just blend. Okay. So, are you a good guy or a bad guy? I thought about this because a while back, my son's teacher asked, I was at the school helping out. And my son's teacher asked, or I asked my son's teacher, how's he doing? And her answer surprised me quite a bit. And she kind of hesitated. He's a 6-year-old boy, okay? She hesitated and she's like, well, he's not a bad kid. And then she proceeded to tell me that he's just kind of loud and regular stuff that I kind of expected to hear. But I thought her preface was so funny, and I gave her the benefit of the doubt because I don't think she meant it in any bad way. But I just thought it was kind of funny because in no way was I wondering if my son is a bad kid. Because are any kids bad? No. I don't think so. He's got a good nature just like anybody, and maybe he behaves badly once in a while, but no kids are bad kids. So I just kind of thought it was a funny way to word things, but I think that's the case with all of us. We all have a genuine, real goodness inside us. There's no truly to the core 100% bad people in the world. But even if all of us have a little bit of hardwiring to be truly good, you have to act on that good hardwiring, right? I think there's all kinds of good quotes about how, like, the path to hell is paved with good intentions, or all kinds of things. And I think generally we just kind of consider ourselves good guys, and we are. But unless we're kind of acting on that goodness, it's not doing anybody any good. So I stumbled upon a quote in this. I was reading this book on service I'm excited about. It's like a fun family service book, and my family we don't do much of that, and I want to because I feel like we should. And let's do a little illuminator. This is called Angel. Then we're gonna do eyes. It's gonna be really fun. We're gonna do a romantic Hollywood look on the eyes. Hey, greetings, Andrea. This palette is called the Mini Double Decker from Mascara Beauty, and mascara is brand new in Canada. If you're interested, I can help with colors and get you more information, but basically you build your own compact. They're magnetic palettes, and you buy things separately that are just right for you and then build your own. So I'd have my whole face of makeup in one compact. And we have lots of different sizes and patterns and colors and all that stuff. So fun. Glad you're watching. So, got those brows on, got that. Let's see. I lost my train of thought just a tiny bit. Oh, I'm reading this book, and I ran across a quote that I just loved. And it says, you are good. So speaking to everyone, you have goodness, basically. But it isn't enough to just be good. You must be good for something. You must contribute good in the world. The world must be a better place for your presence. And the good that is in you must be spread to others. And that's from Gordon B. Hinckley. Anyways, I love that quote because I feel like so often we don't feel all that good inside. And I know you all had the experience where you cannot help but feel goodness when you're spreading your goodness, if you know what I mean. And so I just think, oh, we need so much reminding of it. I need so much reminding of it because there's so much of life that we have to kind of do for ourselves. And so it's just not all that natural to be thinking about others and doing other stuff for others. But when we do that, I think that's one of the very best ways to feel a sense of our own goodness and our own power, and to really feel like it's enough, to really feel that sense of self-love, because we're loving others. Okay, I'm getting way too sappy. Okay, here's the deal. I'm putting the cupcake on. This is this pretty creamy color, and when I put this on, I like to just tap the color on and then kind of sweep to blend. Pretty much do that with all my eyeshadows. So we're gonna start with this color, and then I thought it would be fun to use a little bit of green. So I wanna get this brush. This is called the Blend and Tap. I'm gonna use this side so I have lots of control. We're gonna come in and just kind of come in from this outer corner very lightly. And just sweep that in the crease. This color is called number 33. And it's a shimmery grass green, basically. Okay, see how that's just subtle and pretty? Let's do the other side and then we'll make sure it's perfect. So I start with the pigment on that outside corner and then just lightly sweep it in underneath my bone there, my eye bone. Keep meaning to look up what the actual name of that bone is. I did take anatomy in college, but I don't remember so much of what I learned. Isn't that the worst? Okay. That is so fun. I love greens. You know, I always was afraid of them, but they're so fun and pretty and kind of unique. So if you're wanting something different that's not real loud, I suggest trying green. Okay, now, just gonna turn this brush over and blend out just a little bit in the center. Let me look in the mirror to see how we're doing. Sometimes when I'm doing it in the phone, I don't get it as perfect as I wish. Okay, Pretty, right? Okay, now let's take this other green. This one's called Ivy League. It's a matte green and it's a little bit deeper. It's like a true forest green, just like ivy on the buildings of the old schools. So we're gonna just do that in the lash line, like that. This brush is called the Eyeshadow Everything brush. It's probably my favorite of the eyeshadow brushes because you have this smaller end that's perfect for doing this, getting the detail things, and then the larger fluffy end for just smudging it out just right. So when I do this, I kind of come out a little bit further on that outside corner and then go in. All right, let's see where we're at. That's looking pretty. I think we need just a little bit of depth of color. So my favorite color to do that with is called Philly. So we're gonna come in with just a tiny bit of Philly right here. Just smudge that in, and we'll blend it. Just a second. Okay. What I love about these eyeshadows is the way they look in the compact is the way they go on. So a little bit goes a long way. You're not layering and layering to get your pigment like so many eyeshadows. Okay, isn't that pretty? Okay, now I want to show you. This color is one of our deepest contour colors, like for our rich ethnic skin, that dark, gorgeous chocolate skin. But for me, I could not possibly use this as a contour, but our makeup is so versatile. I'm gonna use it as like a liquid eyeshadow or eyeliner. And so I'm gonna get this little tool. It's called the multitasker, and I'm gonna get a little bit on there and then watch this. It's so fun. Just gonna work this along my lash line and then kind of flick it up in the corners. Need a little bit more. So I don't have to carry another tube of anything with me. Even my liquid liner is in my compact. Isn't that awesome? So this is called Cola, if you're curious. And like I said before, all I need is like a little short video or photo of you without makeup on, kind of showcasing your skin to me. And then I can color match you. I've put this makeup on gazillion faces, so I know what colors you need. I can help you with that. Okay, and then let's put just a titch on this underside corner. Kind of crisp things up on the bottom too. Okay. Make sure we're even. Yes. This has a little bit less of a wing than the other. That's the trick, is getting them even, huh? Okay. Now, what do we want to do next? I think that we need just a tiny bit more of the green right here. And then this is my favorite. It's such a pretty powder illuminator. Let's put that on just in the center. Right there on the apple of the eye. Okay, and then a little extra here. I realize we gotta pump it up a little with the illuminator when we're doing a Hollywood look, right? The powder illuminators tend to have a little more powerful glowing power, if you know what I mean, than the cream ones. The creams are fun if you want to just look very subtly dewy, and the powders take it up a notch. So we have both, which is nice. Okay, and then we got to get a little extra pigment on this blemish of mine, and then we'll do lips, and we're all done. There we go. Okay, I just realized when I was looking at the Hollywood looks to get our inspiration, most of them had pretty vibrant lips. And though I love that color Hollywood that I used on my cheeks, on lips, you can use it on the lips as well. I'm gonna swap it out with this one. It's called Ruby. So we didn't end up using really the Angel Illuminator because we pumped it up with the Glamazing. But this one is gonna look so pretty on the lips. We'll do a combo. Okay, so here's my trick. I like to take a lip sense color called Praline Rose, and I just use this as a lip liner. So the reason I like to that is it stays all day, but it doesn't dry out my lips because it's only on the very edges. Okay. So I just get a little definition going on with this. Like that. And then let's come in with our Ruby. This color is so pigmented. A little bit goes a long way, but it's such a pretty tone. And for me, since I'm quite fair, it's pretty vibrant. Let's tone it down just a little bit with Hollywood. So Hollywood has this little bit of gold fleck in it that is so pretty. Okay, a little more Hollywood on the cheeks. That, my friends, is that. Let's pull the hair down and then set with a little setting spray. I feel like with this green, I've got to be tanner. I'm just realizing it. We can't be done. If you're not tan with green, maybe it's not a good idea. So Bella Bronzer can get you tan in seconds. So I'm gonna just add in a little tan. Get out of the way, hair, again. When I do my bronzer, I just kind of try to focus on where the sun hits me. Like I imagine where I get a sunburn on the first day of spring. And let's just do a little blending. Yeah, that made a big difference. Okay, my friends, that is that. So, really fun, simple look. And I'm gonna be back on Tuesday to do, let's see what I got planned. Tuesday, makeup for when you wear purple. I think sometimes I put on a shirt and I don't know what to do. What would be the best complementary color? And so I'm gonna show you a good makeup look for wearing purple. And then we're gonna talk about collections. So anyway, I hope you all have a delightful weekend, and I'm so glad you joined me this morning. Let me know if I can help you out with colors and suggestions. I love to. And also, I'm always looking for ladies to join my team. Like I said, mascara just expanded into Canada, and so we need more ladies to spread the word. We have so much fun, and I love my job, and I love to share this opportunity with other people. So let me know. Have a great day.